When I look at the world today, I don't see a lack of intelligence or resources. I see a lack of presence. We are awake physically, but asleep spiritually. We wake up, we function, we stay busy, but we are no longer truly present in our own lives. And when human beings are not present, even the most advanced society begins to feel empty and directionless. This is why I don't believe the world is broken. Broken systems are only the surface. What's broken is our connection to who we are. When people forget their inner compass, when conscience becomes quiet, confusion takes its place. This is not a political crisis or an economic one. It's an identity crisis. A world that doesn't know who it is cannot know where it's going. Disconnection doesn't make people evil, it makes them careless. When we lose awareness, we stop taking responsibility. We confuse motion with meaning, productivity with purpose. We build faster and consume more, yet feel less fulfilled. A society can only be as healthy as the inner life of its individuals. And today, that inner life is neglected. So the real question is not what's wrong with the world. The real question is where we stop listening to ourselves. Awakening doesn't begin with changing others or fixing systems. It begins when a person remembers who they are before the noise, before the fear, before the distractions took over. When that remembering happens, the world begins to heal, one human being at a time. We have become a generation obsessed with comfort, and yet we complain about emptiness. We have more convenience than any human being in history, but that convenience has dulled our senses. We chase ease as if it is the ultimate goal, and in doing so, we have forgotten the reason we were born. Life was never meant to be only comfortable. Life was meant to challenge us, to awaken us, to push us beyond what we think we can handle. Comfort, when it becomes a destination, slowly kills our sense of purpose. It makes us forget that we were created to grow, to contribute, and to leave something meaningful behind. You see, struggle is not punishment. Struggle is the language of the soul. Every challenge we face, every moment that makes us uncomfortable is a signal, a reminder that we are alive, that we have a role to play, and that we cannot settle for mediocrity. Too often we mistake ease for happiness, and we fill our lives with distractions to avoid the discomfort that leads to growth. But growth never comes from comfort. It comes from engagement, from courage, from saying yes to what is hard, from leaning into the moments that scare us. And the moment we choose to ignore those moments, the soul whispers, softly at first, then louder, that something essential is missing. That whisper is your calling, and it cannot be ignored forever. When something breaks in your life, do not rush to call it bad luck. Do not rush to complain that the world is cruel. The truth is that every crisis is a wake-up call, not a punishment. Life is speaking to us in the language of difficulty, and if we learn to listen, every challenge can teach us something profound. Wars, pandemics, moral failures, personal losses, they are not accidents. They are alarms reminding us that something inside needs attention, that something within has gone asleep. The world does not change when we demand it to. It changes when we allow ourselves to be transformed by the difficulties we face. Pain has a purpose. Loss has a purpose. Every time something in your life hurts, pause and ask, what is this moment trying to show me? Because until we answer that question, the lesson remains unlearned and the alarm keeps ringing. The lesson is not outside of you. It is within you. And the most important awakening happens not when the crisis ends, but when you realize that the crisis is trying to guide you to the person you were always meant to become. So do not flee discomfort. Do not resist the alarm. Listen, reflect, and act. This is how humanity awakens, through awareness, responsibility, and courage, not avoidance. You were not put on this earth to simply survive, to earn a living, to fit into a society that tells you what success looks like. You were born for a mission that only you can fulfill. There is a unique contribution inside you, a spark that cannot be replicated by anyone else. And when we ignore it, life may appear comfortable, life may appear secure, but it will always feel hollow. You see, the world does not need more workers or more followers. It needs people who remember why they were sent here, people who have the courage to step into their calling, even if the path is uncertain and difficult. The voice of purpose is quiet. It whispers, it nudges, it sometimes even frustrates us. but it never lies. The things that break your heart, the causes that stir your deepest emotions, these are clues to your mission. And your mission does not wait for perfect conditions. It does not wait for approval. It begins the moment you decide to show up. One small act, one honest choice, one committed effort at a time. This is how your mission takes shape. And when you embrace it, the world begins to feel different. You begin to feel different. And slowly, change spreads from your life to your family, to your community, to the world. Let me be clear. No leader, no government, no institution will save the world for you. The world changes when individuals change. And that is where responsibility begins. True responsibility is not about blaming others or wishing for easier circumstances. It is about looking in the mirror and asking, what can I do? What must I do? How can I live in a way that brings integrity, courage, and awareness into the world? Every time you act with honesty, every time you choose courage over comfort, every time you take responsibility for your life, you are healing not only yourself, but contributing to the healing of the world. Change is not a dramatic event. It is a daily practice. It is in the choices we make when no one is watching. It is in the small, consistent acts of awareness and purpose. Leadership is not a title. It is a decision. And the decision to lead from within, to awaken first yourself, will inspire others without a single word. The world will follow the awakened human being. And if enough of us choose responsibility, if enough of us choose awareness, the world can truly change. It begins with you. It begins now.